So very early on, I remember in film school, our cinematography instructor brought in a light panel. And he was like, this is like this is an LED light. This is kind of where things are going. And I think a lot of my classmates are like, yeah, whatever. But I saw like LEDs, I'm like, this is cool. And I've always been interested in sort of the technology and where it's going, digital cameras, where filmmaking is going. And LEDs and light panels was one of the things that we had. We took this road trip a couple of years ago, and the first thing we bought for that road trip was a 1x1 because we knew we were going to be all over the country. We were going to be running stuff off of an RV. We were going to be going in places where we would have no access to circuit breakers. We couldn't risk tripping circuits, and it was sort of the ideal quick fill-in light that we needed for the kind of stuff that we're doing, the sort of very guerrilla run-and-gun sort of filmmaking that we do on a weekly basis on our YouTube channel. And we've had a lot of success with it in terms of being able to just very quickly go in and shoot, because our shooting style's so quick that we need that speed of deployment. We need that ability to just throw something up, get the light up, dial it in, shoot the shot, get it out, and it's been a blast using them, and we've had a lot of success with them. We really like using light panels because they're very fast to deploy and they don't draw power and they're very quick to move around. The speed at which we do things, we make a short video once a week and we run through a whole production once a week, and we need that speed when we're shooting in order to make sure we can hit our deadline, and that's one of the biggest advantages that you get with light panels. In our experience with other LED lights, light panels, one, it's got the reputation of the brand behind it, and also has a lot just easier to use, a lot more reliable. We've kicked them around a lot, and generally the color is much better looking. You have a better looking light coming straight off of it compared to the other things. I think it has to do with just the quality of the LEDs within it. So when LED lights were first coming out, I remember Light Panels being one of the first companies to start experimenting with LEDs. So they have this experience, they have this engineering prowess and this experience with the engineering behind it, and that for us, it just says it's much more reliable, and it's the kind of thing that you can't ever put reliability up and when you're shooting. You can't risk that in the middle of a shoot. We were shooting a feature-length web series. Last episode, last shot of the day, we're in the middle of the desert. It's a short dialogue sequence before a big action scene, and the sun, unfortunately there's mountains around, so the sun crested over the mountains and we lost light completely in this little valley. So what we did is we had a Micro Pro, we bounced it off of a bounce board and filled in with two of those and like iPhone lights wherever we could, and the resulting image after color correction is indistinguishable because we're kind of in that shaded, we're under a shaded outcropping. The resulting image is indistinguishable from daylight. After color correction, that was great. And I was like, this saved us because we literally had no light. And the light panel being battery powered, being like right there, ready to go, we were able to get that last shot. I mean, that's just one example of because we go out and we shoot in all sorts of crazy places, and having that portability and having that ability to be battery powered and just being able to throw it up has saved us many times.